Guys, welcome back to the channel. So this is the part 2 of the toxic relationship girl talk makeup and chit chat video that I did in my last upload. So if you haven't seen the last one, I'm going to link it up. You guys check it out. This is the part 2. So you guys, the next couple that I want to talk about is Saweetie and Quavo. They already broke up, so I don't know if I should still refer to them as a couple, but anyway, we're going to be talking about them. Both of them are actually American artists. Saweetie is I think they're both rappers actually. I don't really follow their music, but I know them. I don't really know their story so much, but when this drama came out, I watched a couple of videos and I gathered like the background story that I'm going to tell you guys. So apparently Saweetie is quite popular. Of course, she has her own money because she's quite successful, sort of like as an influencer and a rapper as well. So she's not a hungry girl, okay? She's not with him because of money. So Quavo is a rapper, and rappers are known to be unfaithful and a bit rough and stuff. So I think there was a time it actually trended on the internet where Saweetie came on the internet and was talking about how your man should be able to buy you a Birkin bag and all that, and if you can't afford to buy you a Birkin bag, I'm not quoting, but basically the whole gist was she was talking about materialism. I think the gist was just her promoting materialism and how your man should be able to buy you a Birkin bag. If not, maybe you shouldn't be with him or whatever. I don't know exactly how she said it, but I know she was basically putting men on a pedestal on how much they are willing to spend on you. And then the same person now, it has come out that okay, they've broken up. Why? Because of cheating. The man cheated, and then apparently from the gist that I gathered, whenever he cheats on her, he buys her expensive stuff. I think this also happens with Cardi B and Offset as well. I think Quavo and Offset are actually in the same group, the Migos. So I think there's just something with these rappers. I think rappers are hardly ever faithful, at least the American rappers. Let me speak about what I know. So they are always linked with different women, and then what they do is that whoever their main chick is, whenever they are caught cheating, they just like use an expensive gift to shut her up. But I think it gets to a point where, as a woman, especially if you take this man seriously, there's going to get to a point where you can no longer stomach it. So I think she got to that point where she realized that it really wasn't about Birkin bags, it really wasn't about the expensive gifts. She just wanted to be treated right. When you're with a man exclusively, at some point you want him to be yours and yours alone. You don't want to share him with every Tom, Dick and Harry out there. So I think she got to that point, and I don't know if they stated the reason for their breakup. Maybe they have, but I don't really follow the story, so I really wouldn't know. But I know that she quoted something. I have it written here. She said, "Presents don't band-aid scars, and the intimacy isn't real when it's being given to other women." So obviously she's talking about being cheated on here. Presents don't band-aid scars. Like, you can get me all the presents in the world, but if what you're doing is continually hurting me, it's never going to really be enough. You understand? Like, presents don't band-aid scars. A lot of women stay in relationships where they are being treated like trash. This man does not value you, has no respect for you, he's hurting you, and then you're there just because he's spending on you, or he's providing for you, or he's buying you expensive gifts. At some point in your life, I feel like with maturity, our priorities in life begin to change. Maybe when you're younger, you could feel like, oh, the fact that he can afford to send you on this international trip or that international trip, or buy you a house, buy you a car, take you to expensive places, buy you this gift, buy you that. I feel like when you're younger, you may feel like that's life. Oh, I'm living the life. You don't care about anything else, provided this man can give you the kind of comfort and all the trips that you want. But I feel like with age and with maturity, there's a point you get to. It's not like you stop wanting these things, but you realize that there's more to life than what they can actually give you. You realize that you want these people to give you peace of mind. You want them to treat you with respect. You want them to make you feel loved and valued. It's no longer about how much they can spend on you. So I feel like maybe she got to that point. Everybody eventually gets to that point, especially if you're genuinely in love with that person. But if you're not in love with that person, you may really just settle for the material things. It doesn't really matter. I mean, everybody has different relationships for different reasons for getting into relationships. So if you're one of those people that maybe love wasn't what you bargained for, you really wouldn't care if he's doing whatever he's doing with whomever, provided he's providing you all the things you want. So yeah, I feel like everybody, to each their own. It depends on what you want. You should know why you're entering into a relationship, and then that will help you know what you expect from your partner. I'm going to be lining my eyes now. So I'm going to be using these lashes from Zikel. So I'm using this Maybelline mascara. Yo guys, these lashes are drama fire. Baby, it's the bop for me. It's the bop for me. Woo. It's the fro for me. Woo. It's the curls for me. Hey, I'm feeling this look, guys. What you guys think? The lashes are kind of heavy, but I like. You guys, now that I'm done with the lashes, I'm going to be going into my powder to just apply powder all over my face. This is the MAC Studio Fix in the shade NW58. Oh god, look at that shade. Look, just take a look at this. Yummy, isn't it? Chocolatey goodness, isn't it? Okay, so guys, I feel like my takeaway from the Saweetie and Quavo situation is, this is not going to be the first time you guys are hearing this, but don't believe everything you see on social media. Don't believe when people come and paint their lives as perfect and you're like, oh my god, why is mine bad? Why is everything terrible happening to me? Because people only post the good stuff. I mean, the video where they were fighting obviously was not meant to come out. It just did. She will talk about how she got a birkin bag from her man, but she didn't talk about the multiple cheating until it got to the point where she couldn't handle it anymore. So what I'm trying to say is, see, all these relationship goals, love goals, couple goals thing, these people have their struggles. They just don't come out to tell you. Now, not every struggle is bad, because every relationship is definitely going to have ups and downs. I'm just saying, don't use it as a pedestal to judge yourself, and then you start feeling like, you know, everything is wrong with you and everything is right with every other person in the world, because really everybody has their struggles. Saweetie is coming online to talk about how her man is getting her a Birkin bag and buying her expensive stuff. We didn't know then that he was doing all of that because he got caught cheating and he just wanted to buy back her. Because I think that's buying. If you're using money to manipulate someone to get a result out of someone, I feel like that's buying them. So he just wanted to buy her back by buying her these expensive things, and you're out there being like, oh, my man is not buying me Birkin bag. But ask yourself the question, like, which would you rather have? A man that treats you good, that respects you, that doesn't cheat on you, that genuinely cares about you, that supports you, that treats you like a human being, not as a possession? A man that treats you good, that helps you be the best you can be, you know? Or the man that buys you everything, takes you places, does all that, but has no respect for you, that doesn't give you peace of mind, who you probably live in a constant state of fear, you cannot express yourself, you can't pursue your dreams, like you're just not yourself, but he's providing for you. Who would you pick? I will pick the other one. I'll pick the one that gives me peace of mind, even if he can't provide everything financially, but eventually we can work towards it. Yeah. Now, I'm not saying you should date broke people. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that we should learn to balance our priorities. You know, it's not all about what they can buy for you. They should make you genuinely happy and comfortable. That's what matters. Okay. This is the Bella blush from Juvia's. This is the only single blush that I possess. You guys have probably been seeing this a lot in my videos, whatever. So I'm just saying that materialism really needs to, you guys need to bring it down just a little bit, especially our generation. We attach too much importance to what a person can give us. Yes, money is good, financial security is good, stability is good, but if that person doesn't love you, if that person doesn't respect you, if that person is detrimental for your mental health and your self-esteem and all that stuff, they don't support you, they don't help you become a better person, to what end? I mean, like, really, you don't be with a person just strictly because they can provide you some certain level of security, and maybe you may not even have to work for the rest of your life, but deep down you know that you're in prison. I don't think it's worth it. The last thing that I want to highlight from the Quavo and Saweetie situation is domestic violence. Now, a lot of people have come out to say that, oh, they don't think he was abusing her, they don't think he was violent, like it was more like he was defending himself. This is glow, guys. Like, they feel like he was defending himself. Maybe they got into a tussle and they were struggling for the bag or whatever. If you have seen that video,
I didn't like the way it came off. It wasn't like he was beating her. I think they were more like having a struggle or whatever, but it really doesn't matter because it was violence regardless. I mean, you're pushing each other, you're shoving at each other, she landed on the floor, she's crying, this, that. Domestic violence is nothing to tolerate, both from a man to a woman or a woman to a man. Either way, it is bad. I do not stand by it. Let us condemn what is bad, because that thing could have gone either ways, guys. She could have maybe slipped and hit her head, or had a broken rib or something. Have you ever heard of walking corpses? There's a reason they tell you not to just fight people anyhow, because some people might actually be dead in the spirit world. Now, I'm Nigerian, so I'm going to bring in a little bit of superstition here, okay? Some people might be dead in the spirit world, but they're just walking, looking for that one thing that will just, and then they just die physically. Do you want to be that one thing? You want to go and be fighting and showing your muscles? Why? And women, please don't get into a physical tussle with a man. He will beat you. He will beat you into a pulp. He will break your ribs. You're going to be disfigured. Don't by any reason think you can take on a man. There are sometimes, even when you're having a misunderstanding or whatever, please walk away. When it's time to keep quiet, please keep quiet. You must not win every argument. I feel like there are always more peaceful ways to resolve conflict than going physical. I am not a physical person. I do not advocate for it. I don't think anybody should be doing that. And why should you be in a relationship and be getting physical with your partner? Like, something is definitely wrong. It is definitely wrong. Today it may start with a shove, tomorrow it becomes a slap, next tomorrow it becomes a punch. Before you know it, they are throwing you down from a 4-story building and you're landing down, breaking your head, and you die. And when you go to hellfire or to heaven or wherever it is you're going to go to, what will you tell God? You know, I just don't think it is worth it. There's so much of a risk. I don't know if it gets to a point where you guys are constantly fighting, you should probably, you know, consider being apart from that person, or going for therapy or anger management or whatever it is people do, just for your own security and for your safety. If you need to be away from such a person, please do that. Please do that. Even if it is your husband, even if it's not just like a relationship like in the case of Saweetie and Quavo, even if it's a marriage, I feel like, I don't know, I wouldn't say I believe in divorce. I think that's kind of a harsh way to put it, but I feel like there's some situations that are so bad and critical that you probably need to be away from this person, even if it's not necessarily a divorce, maybe a separation, you know, because I feel like God did not send us into marriage to go and die. Do you understand? So if someone is hurting you, like your life is threatened, either physically, mentally, psychologically, spiritually, I think you need to reevaluate the whole situation. By physically, I'm talking about if the person gets physical with you, like actual violence, beating you up and all that stuff, you need to reconsider for the sake of your life. The person could also be killing you emotionally as well. This is a Polar Beauty liner, it's blue actually, so the person could actually be killing you psychologically and emotionally as well. Like, if you're with someone, if you're with the wrong person, then the person could actually break you down so bad, make you into a shadow of yourself, affect your self-esteem so bad, cut you off from everybody, could sink into depression. Such a person may even become suicidal. I feel like these situations where you're extremely unhappy and at the point where it threatens your life and your sanity, I feel like a person should not be obligated or forced to be in such a situation. But like, your life could be threatened in different ways. I feel like, of course, before you leave, if it's a marriage, before you consider leaving, you should try your best, all the possible ways to fix it. But if you find out that it's unfixable, I feel like you should protect yourself first. Your life is more important. God did not send you into this world to come and die for marriage. I'm sorry, I hope that doesn't sound like blasphemy, but I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. So we're moving over to lips right now. Priming my lip with a lip balm. So the last couple, but not the least, is Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. So guys, I have to end the part 2 of the video here. There's going to be a part 3 where I'm going to dive into the Prince Harry and Meghan Markle situation and analyzing it as my girl talk video. I didn't want the video to be too long, so I'll catch you guys in my next upload. Bye.